Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend. All right, y'all. So, this is Sister Wives, season 18, episode 2. Thanks for nothing. Um, this was a better episode for me. Um, it wasn't so much um recap.
Right.
I was just so disappointed with the first episode. I went into this thinking, okay, not going to
But
get much better.
here's a good thing, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
We know we got to Thanksgiving already.
Oh my God.
We go, hey,
But we still haven't gotten to Christmas.
I know, but it's
Two
okay.
episodes to get to Thanksgiving. Oh my God.
Hey, we got there. That's fine. Do we want to go character by character to make our lives
I
easier? Or
I
how'd you take your
I
notes?
I go segment by segment
Okay.
because the way how they're editing this, it is buckshot. It is scattered everywhere.
Okay.
So the first segment was basically we see the tail end of Christine and Cody's lunch. He was just so aggressive and so rude. Christine's therapy, I realize, has really worked, and we could see that Cody never took therapy seriously.
Mm-hmm.
He felt it felt almost as if like he was supposed to be the victim. Um, and he was just very he came off as very selfish to me. And then what killed me was like he got up and walked off and Christine had to pay the bill.
True, but Christine gives no F's though. She does not care. Um, and I'm here for this because she just sits there looking at him like you are just really crazy. You are just really crazy.
And then like why when he said I need some sort of like divorce counseling or breakup counseling or something like that, and he referenced Pat and asked if she practiced in Utah. He lives in Flagstaff, Arizona. Why does he want to go to someone in Utah?
It sounds like that this Pat person is someone they both know.
It is one of the many therapists that they've had.
Okay.
um and what I'm hearing is it is the therapist that is most amiable to his point of view,
Gotcha. Okay.
but the level of anger that he was displaying, I feel it'd be better for him if he went to therapy by himself first and try to learn to calm the fuck down before bringing in Christine, because Christine's to me is already done the work, because he was just poking and poking and poking and trying to get a reaction from her, and all she did was laugh, you know.
That was the funniest part. She was just like, "What is?" She's looking at him like, "What is wrong with you?" And he's like, and when he was just like, "I'm just trying to get in a place where I just don't hate you," and she's like, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
That's all she had. I was like, "Okay."
Jamal, give me a second. You continue going through that. I'm gonna be right back.
So I just think that Christine just handled herself so well, and he kept trying to poke and poke and poke at her, and she wasn't going for it. She's like, basically at this point with Christine, all she wants is to be in an okay place to where when they see each other, it's not a fight. When they see each other, it can be amicable. I guess you could say. And he's determined to be right and be the victim, and that's never going to play out well for him due to his circumstances. I mean, sir, you've at this point you've already got one wife who's left you, one who's on her way out, and then one Mary who's giving us more insight to how she really feels. And yeah, it's gonna just be you and Robin. Period. Point blank. Period. And you need to be concerned, Cody, with your kids, and that's another issue I have with him. Is that he's not very concerned with the relationship with his children. Well, non-robbing kids. I'll put it that way because he seems perfectly fine with robbing her kids, but it's Christine, especially Christine and Janelle. He has kids that he has an issue with, and I did like the scene where everyone they said what they're going to do for Thanksgiving. You know, Cody is with Robin and Mary, of course, and Janelle and Christine are doing their own thing, and it was really
Mm-hmm.
fun to see Christine with Peyton because they were talking and Christine was letting him know where she was. And then I like when Peyton said, "You know what? I have my own issues with Dad, so we good over here with that one." This is basically he was letting his mom know, like, you're not the cause of this. I have my own
Mm-hmm.
issues. And I really like that because Cody's trying to paint it out as if it's the wives doing this, like turning the kids against them. And in this scene right here, it's like, nah, Dad, this is on you. This is all about you, us, not the moms.
But okay, I know I'm jumping in here and you probably already said it, but don't you think Cody's responsibility to his individual relationships with all of his children is his responsibility?
They are, but he keeps trying to paint. He's trying to paint like it's the mother's fault. Like he has nothing. Like he's done nothing wrong.
Right, but it's also his responsibility as the father to actually reach out to his children
Right.
because he's supposed to set the example. He's the more senior adult. I just feel like Cody is just being petty and childish, and I find a pattern with the boys of his children. Once they get to an age where they challenge him verbally and see that they come to the realization that they don't like the way in which he relates or treats their mothers, and they stand up and they become the men the man that he should be towards their mother, and he doesn't like to be challenged like that. And with the girls, I think he just forgets that they're there
Yes.
because they're irrelevant. He just forgets that they're there. And it's just so weird how he discards. I feel like his wife's and his children his wife's and his children are just disposable when they're no longer nice and new and pretty and mute. They're disposable, and I wish somebody
Right.
would make him disposable. I don't know. He's just a mess. But if he's so scared of his wife's saying things to his children, then maybe you need to say something to your children.
Right.
Anywho, so what did we get up to? Like them talking the Thanksgiving crap. They were doing the buns, and she had her talk with Peyton. Congratulations, Maddie. They bought their first house in North Carolina. So they had a really nice family gathering. Then there was the other gathering in Utah with Christine. They were at Aspen's husband's home, so they couldn't film.
Right. And I love that she's like, okay, it's their year, so we're not filming, but blah blah blah.
Mhm.
I'm like loving this.
Yeah. And I like the fact that Janelle and Christine had to have a video chat on Thanksgiving Day because that it brings her into the family celebration. Like the two of them are in lockstep, you know? And then um what else happened after that? Hold on. Oh, and then we saw Cody and them at the boring Thanksgiving.
Right.
But why so this is 2021. Why wasn't Mariah and her wife there? Or at that time her fiance? Why weren't they there? Audrey, that's her name. Aren't they
Well,
invited
who?
to Cody and Robin's?
I'm not sure, but Mary didn't say anything about it either. So
Mm. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Hi, Skippy. Hi, Sunway. Let's see. Hi, Erica. Cody processing this divorce is on him, not for Christine to help him, especially since he hates her face. He needs to man up. Yep. Sunway says Cody only cares for Sabin's brats. Oh dear. Skippy says Cody has always relied on the moms to provide a relationship with his kids. But I don't think that's right.
no,
Because if he's relying on the moms for them to provide a relationship to him, then don't be mad when you don't like what they saying. Or am I wrong? I don't know. Weird. Um let's get to this group text drama. Did you talk about that?
and they get the year.
Okay, let's talk about that for a little bit because it's after Thanksgiving now. And Logan, poor Logan, the dad of all these kids, um, no wonder why he doesn't want to have any children of his own after this experience. They're all in a group chat and they're talking about doing the gift exchange for Christmas just amongst the kids, like how they used to. And I thought
Mm-hmm.
it was a nice idea. And someone says, let's loop in the moms because I guess they're still minor children. Most of them are grown.
From what I saw in the episode, they said Robin inserted herself basically,
She did, but they did it. Somebody said, let's get the moms involved.
which makes sense.
It does. It does for the minor children, like Truly, because she ain't got no job yet. Saul and Ari, I guess. But it's what I feel like Robin's older kids, not the boy, but the two oldest girls,
Aurora
and Brianna.
and Brianna?
Right. I feel they went back and said something because it was like, my girls never feel like they're part of anything, blah, 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 blah. And so then she comes on. But Robin is unreasonable because these are all grown people with jobs and responsibility and children, multiple children. And she's like, let's get on a Zoom call, a video call. Who has time for that? They barely got time. Can you imagine the dings going off in that actual group chat with 18 of them plus three moms, four moms? That's ridiculous. And she's like, because Robin likes to manipulate every situation. She likes to control every situation, like how she controls Cody. But she picked the wrong one because she came into that chat and said that my kids feel like they don't know who their family is or some shit like that. And who was it? Hunter said one video chat ain't gonna solve that. She picking the wrong kids. And if they invited all the moms, why was she the only one who was speaking? It's just ridiculous. This was a group chat with the kids and she ruined it. And didn't someone say that McKelty was talking with Brianna and Aurora? And those two were the ones saying that from the jump, they've always felt separate. Well, that's because your mama kept you separate.
Right.
And now you like, how are y'all, are they in school? Are they working? Why haven't they moved out? Because remember when Cody said they're 18, bye-bye to the
Mm-hmm.
boys? I didn't understand that scene at all. Hold on. Love Janelle Christine friendship. They are now truly great best friends. Yep, it's true. Um, Robin came into the family with dollar signs in her eyes. Oof. Hey, Auntie, no worries, no worries. Okay, so okay. The next part is after that debacle with the with the text messaging. Um oh my god, somebody has said that the reason why they came out in the first place was to show that polygamy works. And he says that it doesn't work now. Who
That was
said
paid.
that?
That was
That was
paid.
Payton?
Yes,
Oof. And Robin says that it's the responsibility of the mother to help the relationship with the dad because he's not there all the time. Well, who fucking fault is that?
exactly. He made that choice.
He made that choice to have multiple wives and multiple children. He needs to be able to handle all that he has taken on. Um, and this is when Christine says, right, that she doesn't think Robin has ever lived plural marriage.
That was
Boom.
hilarious.
Boom. You know why? I agree with it because Robin's mama was a mistress.
Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Um, but she doesn't want to go down that route because it doesn't help with anything. But thank you for saying it. Thank you for saying it because it's been what I've been saying for the longest time. Um, oh, she and Christine also follows up by saying that when you have a wife that's a favorite, the other kids are going to see.
Oh, for sure.
All right. So now we get to the segment with the ear piercing. Now, I understand what Robin was trying to do here. She is trying to
Right.
rewrite history or recreate history with something that supposedly happened with her dad. He took her over Christmas to get her ears pierced, and now she wants Cody, to take her child to get her ears pierced, even though it's against their religion. But everybody got their ears pierced except Mary. I felt this scene was very uncomfortable for me. I didn't like how Cody was behaving. I didn't like how immature and childish whoever Robin's daughter was. Was that Aurora?
What's Aurora? Yeah.
She seemed very immature to me. She seemed very immature. And she's a woman. She is a woman. She could be tried as an adult in a court of law. I didn't like it. And then I'm like, why is Robin on a video chat in the car? And then they come out and she in the fucking parking lot. Why the hell you ain't go inside with your daughter?
Because according to Cody, there was COVID restrictions, only two people could be in. So it could be Aurora and one other person.
I can't. I just can't with this bullshit.
But here's the whole thing.
They need to speed up this timeline.
Mm-hmm. My whole thing is like, if you're gonna sit in the car and be on FaceTime, you could have done that from your house
For real.
and sit on those nanny fees that you probably never mind.
Oh my god, I just can't with them. Um then we find out that this twist mouth son of a bitch, Cody, had a earring when he was in high school. I, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. The next scene, Christine says she goes to Flagstaff every 10 to 14 days on business. And that's when she sees Janelle. And she heads over to Janelle's house. Right? This is the scene at Janelle's house.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So she's asking Janelle, like, how are things going? And Janelle admits that things are rough between her and Cody. And Christine is so stupid. Christine's like, everybody's so angry. And she's there smiling and so happy, but saying the exact opposite. She had me dying during this. But Janelle was really like, this is the first time I've ever heard her express something other than Cody is great.
True. But
I yeah.
she's always trying to keep the peace. But the problem is
Mhm.
now their family dynamic has changed with Christine gone, and
It
so
yeah.
with Christine leaving, basically is exposing all the cracks. Like with everything in their family, they deflect. But with Christine gone, that's one less person to deflect to. So where does the deflection go? It goes off into
On
space, and
her.
you have no room to say anything else but the truth. You can't sweep it under the carpet now that someone's actually left the family. Before,
Mhm.
when you were all in it together, you could keep up the disillusion that okay, this is gonna get better. We can work on it. We can make it better. Blah blah blah. But when someone actually leaves, like gone to my deuces, you
Mhm.
can no longer say this is going to get better. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Because if
Mm.
Christine had stayed, they would still be going around in deflection, like
Mhm.
things aren't really that bad, blah blah blah. But not you can't say that anymore when someone actually is gone. People don't just leave when things aren't that bad.
Yeah. True. True. You have a very good point there. Janelle says that she like takes it day by day because she doesn't know how her relationship with Cody is going to move forward. She says that she needs respect. She says that one of the things that she admired most about him was him as a father. Um, but when the relationship with the older boys broke down, um, that kind of opened the door for her to see things in a different light. Um, and it also allowed. I think she was suppressing a lot because her relationship with Cody wasn't normal. It
No,
just wasn't. But I think it was convenient,
agreed.
right? For her. It was convenient for her. But I think when her kids was noticing how he was treating her and voicing it, that's when that door opened and she really saw it's not okay.
Right, because what it was is she, like you said, she had been functioning independently for quite a while, and Cody
Mhm.
said this during their last no back and forth when it was just the two of them. He's like, well,
Mhm.
you've been acting independent of this marriage for quite a while, and
Mhm.
Janelle said, I like my independence, so that's there. It was so him not being there was fine for her because she enjoyed her freedom, like Christine enjoyed her freedom. You know,
Mhm.
now Robin didn't like it too much because she wasn't trying to have him up there like that, but that's neither here nor there. But like you said, once the children start noticing things and they start voicing to her, they don't like how she's being treated and how they're being treated. She had no choice but to really look at the situation for what it is.
Mhm.
Because it's one thing as a parent to deal with your own stuff. Like it's cool, we're good, fine. But when your children aren't fine, it's a whole different ball game.
Exactly. Exactly. And this whole issue with Cody wanting the kids to apologize and then not, like, he's saying he never wanted that. He just wants them to speak to him. But they have to go to him. He can't call
Right.
them. It's just so weird because I'm believing Janelle. Janelle said that he wants an apology.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he said first until, remember from last season when they assembled, I can't remember whose house it was, but Janelle was supposed to show the plans for her casita.
Yes.
Remember? Christine had
Mm-hmm.
already left. And he was like, I need an apology from those boys. And then Robin was like, no, but you just want to talk with them, right? And he was like, yeah, 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 just talk. She got him to flip it. And nobody's acknowledging that. Nobody. And if I was Janelle, I'm going to stick with what he said first. Because
Right.
that's what he really meant. He wanted an apology to him and to Robin.
Right.
And you know them boys ain't going to do it.
Oh, definitely not.
Mm, mm-mm. And I think the reason why she went so hog hell off over that group chat was because it was Hunter who said one video call ain't gonna solve that. She's never liked Hunter. Hunter was the one who she complained to Cody, who said, she said, like, all the kids don't really, they aren't excited about me being pregnant with baby Saul, but most important, the one that she went after the most was Hunter.
Mm.
She's never liked Hunter. Never. And
But,
he's one of Janelle's boys, right?
yeah, Hunter and
Because it's
Janelle.
Logan. Yeah, she got 4 boys and 2 girls.
Because remember, Peyton is Christine's only
Peyton
boy.
is, yeah, yeah, but yet she let me tell you, Robin got it hard for Janelle. Janelle is the person that she just and it's because of those boys. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Hold on. Janelle's kids. Oh. Okay, so this is where I was just taking scattered notes. Um, Robin says that the only people that welcomed them was Cody and Mary. Christine says that McKelty's been talking to Robin's older kids, and they say that there's a lot of hurt from the initial integration. Um, they also find out that apparently there's different rules for when Cody's in house than when he is not there. They go back to normal. Christine asked Janelle if she's fine with her relationship with Cody, and Janelle says now she doesn't know if she wants to keep working for it. Oh wow. Um, she doesn't know who Cody is anymore. She doesn't think it's worth the work. Um, damn. It feels like Janelle has left the building.
Well, yeah, because remember a couple seasons ago, she was the one trying to get the whole family together. She was
Every
that one.
season, every season, there would be one family, like one adult meeting where Janelle would be like, let's get us back on track. Every season, Janelle would be that one.
I think what happened, like again, I'm going back to her children. It's not worth the work when your children are being affected, and the
Mhm.
person affecting them is not willing to acknowledge any wrongdoing.
Yes, because she says they both say that everybody is angry. And Janelle says that the new excuse to keep everybody apart is her kids needing to apologize. They can't blame COVID anymore, so now they're attacking her kids. And look, as much as Christine raised her kids, Janelle will lay down for them kids. And Janelle feels like her kids are being attacked for no reason.
Yep, and it's true.
And but it's also very smart of her to say you can't blame COVID anymore, so now you're going to blame my kids for us to keep being separated. She's seeing through all of the BS now. She's seeing through all of it, and what's most important is that she's talking about it, because before I think she saw it for what it was, but she didn't speak on it,
Agreed.
because I don't think she wanted to ripple the water.
Nope.
Oh my god. Christine, she's there. She's sorry about what's happening. She's going to be there as a support for her. Um, she says that life has so much unsettledness in it, but with her kids and Christine, it seems normal. So she's finding a sense of normalcy with Christine with her visits. I think that that's good for her, because she almost seems isolated now.
She is, because of the friction between Cody and Robin, and her children.
Mm-hmm.
So of course Janelle's gonna be unsettled, but see, of course Janelle's gonna side with her kids,
Mm-hmm.
as she
Yeah.
should.
Yep. And Christine admits that she didn't think that it was that bad between Janelle and Cody. Because again, Janelle has kept mum all these years about it. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Okay, so Janelle says she has absolutely no idea what the future holds for her and Cody going forward, but this whole situation has given her time to review her relationship with him, and it wasn't that great before COVID. Before COVID, she said the relationship wasn't that great, where she was keeping quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a total dumpster fire. She is gone, but she is, I think, I pray she's holding in there to try and dig up money. Not money, but like her missing money. Because she was the one that was left with nothing.
Right.
I mean, she's got a trailer. That's about it. When you
Because
compare
remember,
it to the McMansion, it kind of sucks.
and I said this in LB's chat the other day. I said there was no because I'm like there was no money for Isabel's surgery. Christine had to do a GoFundMe, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Robin's in the McMansion living better than everyone else who works and brings in an income, but there's no favorites. Okay.
But didn't Cody find a sense of shame going to take this girl to get her ears pierced, but he wouldn't go to a surgery for his other daughter?
Nope.
Like, come on now. I just find his priorities are so twisted. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hold on. What are we saying in here? You saw in another channel that Robin's wearing expensive designer jeans, Michael Kors jeans and jacket. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it
Yeah.
at all. Robin needs to go. I wish she would. Auntie says she will be leaving. Erica says they all say Cody was such a great dad. They praise and applaud him for doing regular stuff like reading and making a meal. I know. I find that all of these women made things a wee bit too easy. Remember when Christine said, I wanted to be the best wife? I wanted to be everything for him. I think all of them did. All four of these women contributed to the monster that Cody Brown is today.
I think I'm going to say this for them. I think they did because that's what they were taught. That's what they
Mm-hmm.
grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is you grow up and you try to live up to those ideals, which is commendable. I give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is when the other person who's supposed to be doing their part of the duties, like leading the family, making the decisions, being the provider, all that stuff. What happens is when that falls apart and that fails,
Mm-hmm.
you don't realize what's really going on until you have to pick up the pieces, which the ladies had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And once they were picking up the pieces and learned to do things on their own, they started to realize how much Cody wasn't doing.
Mm-hmm. But I think they already knew that because didn't back in the day, right? Mary would be like putting together a washing machine hookup or something. Like he would never be there when what I would consider like a husband's job to come and help with. He would never be there for that. He would only be there for the fun times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, this is what I used to do with my nephew. I would go over to my brother's place. I would run my nephew ragged, get him all amped up. This is how long ago it was. Give him peaches in the sugar syrup. Canned
Yup.
peaches in the sugar syrup.
Yep.
And just shake him up like a little Coca-Cola bottle and then go, bye, y'all. And that kid is running around like a spinning top. And I'm heading home. And my brother and my sister-in-law had to deal with that. Like, I feel that's what he would do. I don't think, like, was he there helping with homework? Was he there doing a load of laundry? Was he there, like, if mom had to run the night shift? while she was 8 months pregnant. Was he tucking the kids in? No, it was the oldest girl who had to do it.
Somebody says real quick, think
Mm-hmm.
Janelle will see her relationship. Uh oh, and it was Auntie. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Auntie says I think they think he was a great dad when he wasn't. I'm gonna say this. I don't think. How can I put this? The best way I can put it is this: they amped him up more than what he did, and I think it was for their children.
It was for the TV show.
The TV show, but I think it was more so for their children because they did not want their children to see their father as absentee. And you see this, you hear about this quite a bit when the dad's not really around or they're in and out, whatever, right? But problem is, ladies, what happened is at some point, life kind of reality hits you in the face, and with these ladies, reality hit them in the face real hard,
Mm-hmm.
especially as their children got older and were able to figure things out on their own.
Mm.
And when your kids figure out the truth on their own and they come to you directly, you can no longer sweep it under the rug. You have to address it.
It's kind of crazy.
And my
Oh
whole
my
thing is I have
God.
to ask a question. The people who say Cody was a great dad was Janelle and Christine. My opinion is this: what they really mean, Cody was a great dad until Robin came into the picture. Yeah, I said it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I really feel. That's how I really feel. Because there's no way you're gonna say he was a great dad once Robin entered the picture.
That's true because he took an 11-day honeymoon with one wife who had just had a newborn and a traumatic birth.
Hmm.
Okay.
So we have to. I had to think about that once when we were talking about it earlier. But let's think about timeline here. He was a great dad probably because he there was one less family to deal with. So yeah, he was able to spend more time with your kids because you know Mary only had Mariah, so that's only one, and he had more time to spend
Mm-hmm.
with all of yours. So of course he looked like a very hands-on dad because he had the time to be hands-on. But as soon Robin came through the door doing tricks and handstands and was snatched back in the day, yeah, all that went away.
Well, Robin, as usual, you get the blame.
Well, she does, and she fostered this environment. And see, she didn't play it right though.
But she came in and changed the dynamic because this used to be a one household polygamy family. And she came in with the divide and conquer.
Yes,
She came in and
right.
separated herself and separated her children. The only person who has ever made her children feel other than is her.
Her.
It's
Hmm.
her. Because how is it that those first three families all consider themselves brothers and sisters as thick as thieves, and you come in with yours? You can't stay in the big Lehigh house by yourself because you said, oh, but I'm not married, I need my private home. All right, when y'all get married, you still needed a separate home.
Hmm.
They would have made room in there for you, but
Yep.
you still needed a separate room, a separate house. You've always maintained yourself separate, and you've anyhow, I ain't got nothing to say. I just feel like Robin was trying to redo what she I wonder if her mother told her that yeah, I'm in a polygamous arrangement when in truth and fact you was a side bitch. Like seriously, cuz that's that's
Um,
just how I see it. It doesn't ring true to me, Robin. Nothing you say make any sense. Whether it's about your past, whether it's about your ex-husband, whether it's about your kids, and that bed frame that she had. when Robin was Cody was doing that handheld in the bedroom, where he was looking hella crazy. Did she have that bed in Las Vegas, or did she upgrade her bed in Arizona? She got a lot of like really gaudy, expensive crap in her house.
Which is why she don't let people film her. Never mind. That's just what the people say.
But it's accurate because she made Mary sit outside in sub-zero weather without a coat on cold concrete.
Mm.
Anywho, anywho. Oh my God. I think the wife saw Cody with pink glasses on before, probably. Robin rides Cody day and night, must be a satisfied customer. Well, he's her best customer. Didn't she say that or something? I don't know. Whatever. I don't appreciate Robin constantly trying to revise history and change narratives. I don't understand. It's aggravating. But I like that Mary's calling her out on it. Even if it's only in a confessional,
Right.
there's progress.
Is it okay? Well, before we go, I know it's only 2 episodes,
Mhm.
but for some reason, I feel Mary seems so much lighter. Like she don't care either at this point.
Because I feel Mary's going to be the first to go. And then
Okay,
Janelle
got it. Okay.
will like here's how I feel. I'm sorry, but he's not going to start speaking to her until March of 2022. They're going to drag us between Christmas and March.
Okay.
So I feel like I need to see that clip where Mary says that she's going, because I want to know what clothes she has on, because if she's still in a winter coat, we're not going to get very far this season, and I'm
Got
going
it.
to
That
hate
makes
this
sense.
show.
But Mary just was. I just noticed it for just 2 episodes. Like you are so much lighter. Like before,
Mhm.
she seemed very beaten down, very like
Mhm.
just sad and unhappy. And this season, she just came out the gate like, "Look, this is what it is. This is what's going on." Blah 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 blah.
It's a combination. I think she's finally seeing um Robin and how she talks with a twist mouth. I think she's finally seeing that because if we're in November, the tell all just happened in October. They filmed the
Right.
tell all in October. So this conversation that she had with Robin outside of her house in the cold, she is looking at her like side eye because she's seen the film of what happened in the tell all,
Mm.
and that's why she's coming up in the confessionals, and she goes, I can support her, but I don't have to agree with everything she says or does, but I can support her. She being just as twist mouth as Robin was to her. She's seeing what Cody's doing because she's siding with the mom, saying, I'm gonna pick my kid over Cody.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing that. She's seeing Robin for what Robin really is, and she still has a soft spot for Cody, but I think that soft spot is hardening up the more she sees the lies from Robin. And I feel like she's just there for a paycheck now, because I'm sure it had to have hurt her seeing Cody say, I don't even know what Mary's still doing here.
Right.
And he's probably like he's probably severed his relationship with then Mariah, because Mariah
Mm.
is becoming Leon. And I feel like he ain't got nothing to do with the boys. So if Mariah is becoming Leon, he ain't got nothing to do with you either, Leon.
Right. And you heard about the secret wedding that they had that
Yeah.
Rob neither Cody, Robin, or Mary was at.
Yep. So you know what? I think, and who knows, maybe her friend that lady that helps her take care of
Right.
the bed and breakfast is really talking to her and saying, "Is this what you really want?"
That, and I keep wondering, in the back of my mind, I'm wondering, is Mary seeing Christine just make the decision and leave
Yes.
and be and see how happy she is.
Mhm.
You combine that with what Mary probably seen on the tell-all and how Robin
Yep.
was talking. I wonder if
Mhm.
all three of those things together, and maybe some
Yep.
other stuff, is has her thinking like, wait a minute,
Cuz
I can do this.
Mary says, "I would have never expected this from Christine." Well, we would have never expected it from you when you got catfish. You was
Right.
leaving. You was
Hmm.
leaving. You're just a little ticked that she beat you to the punch and she did it better than you because she wasn't leaving for a man. She was leaving for
For
herself and for
herself
her
and for her
children.
children.
You was leaving for a man, an invisible man that didn't exist. So I think she's reformulated her plan and she's going. I think she's going to go before Janelle. Janelle's departure is going to be the setup for next season. They stretching this.
Hmm.
And we have to see if they lose the land or not, which we know they didn't. I don't know. Cody and Mary didn't attend Leon's wedding. I hope Mary isn't estranged from Leon now. That would be so sad. I don't think Cody approves anymore. Um, I hope that she still has her son in her life. I really do. I really do. Because when she and I choose to believe when Mary said um last year, I would choose my kids over Cody. It was the first crack in the armor where she sided with the other wives. Excuse me. All right, y'all. I think we hit everything in that episode.
Yes,
That
we
was
did.
Sister Wives, season 18, episode 2. Thanks for nothing. Um, Cody is such a piece of poop. And Robin. You got a lot to account for. Let's say they're wearing jackets and they look like Autumn and Mary said goodbye. Oh, they were wearing jackets. So maybe it was spring. Ooh. Thank you for that tip. Thank you for that tip. All right, y'all. Join us tomorrow. We have 3 shows to recap tomorrow. We have 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, 90 Day Fiance UK, and 90 Day The Last Resort. The Last Resort is getting on my damn nerves. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. I will not have much to say. I just will not have much to say. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Love your comments. Thank yous to the new subs that joined the little tribe. We really appreciate you. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, I'm preparing myself with the sorry.
Mhm.
I'm going to take the mindset you're taking that they're going to stretch this out.
Yeah.
I'm just going into the season with that thought process to make it easier so I don't get mad at them for what they're doing. I mean, as long as Janelle, Mary, and Christine just keep not giving Fs, I'm here for it. Be honest. As long as they're honest with the whole thing, I can I I can deal with it. I can
It's
deal
been
with it.
2 episodes and we haven't gotten to Christmas. I'm done. TLC, you're trash. Trash.
Debbie wants time warps, TLC. Debbie wants time
Yes.
warps.
We need to get a time warp here. Like, we already know. Am I asking for too much? Like, this is like water torture here. I'm sorry. This is just anyhow, whatever. I'm going to try to be grateful that I'm alive and I'm seeing season 18. There
Right.
you go. Yay. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us today. Can't wait to see your comments. Join us tomorrow. And until, oh Lord, Auntie says that she heard Ed and Liz got married.
That's unfortunate.
I was like really looking at him, like bending over after getting out of the hot tub, profile straight ahead. Why? Why is she with him? Anyhow, I hope the pay is good. I
Right?
hope the pay is good. We'll discuss that tomorrow. Until next time.
Yep.
Bye.